Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs. So I don't have much time this week because I had to take a few days off for some drama that was going down for the full moon in my personal life, and so I decided to still do it, but I don't have time to do for each sign. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do a general read for all of us, a general energy update for the week. And then I'm going to clarify it for each star sign. So watch the general bit. It'll just be like my normal, like my dailies, the general bit. And then check your timestamps out for all of your different star signs. You might want to check your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign. What else? Your rising probably as well. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then check them out. You can cross-watch everyone else's as well. So the weekend that I'm publishing this, I've got a half-price reading sale, private reading sale on my biggest block reading. So if you want to find out what your biggest block is, your biggest resistance, where it came from, how you learned it, or what traumatic event put it in place, and how to release it, more importantly, then you can go to my website, behealing.com, to book in for one of those. This weekend, there's 75 Australian dollars instead of 150, which is about 54 American dollars right now, so I believe. Right, so let's do it. I've got a new haircut as well. Do you like it? Much shorter. I had quite a bit chopped off. So anyway, let me get your cards out for this energy update for everybody, for all signs, and I will see you on the other side of this. Okay, so all the cards are out now for all signs. This is the general part of it. Let's get into it. Really interesting healing energies this week, and so we're definitely going through something this week for sure. The Tower cards have come out. Well, let's get started on this. Starting off with the Hermit. I'm just gonna have to let the cat out because she's clawing at the door. Hang on. Off you go. Okay, so we start off with the Hermit. The Hermit, having to hide away, that's what I'm hearing. You know, sometimes we choose to hide away, sometimes we have to hide away, sometimes the energies are such that people are triggered emotionally, and the best thing to do is to stay at home, kind of thing. That's what I'm getting this week. It's a very good week to stay at home, to hermit away, and to sort yourself out. This is why, right? Because we've got the Queen of voices out here. This is the Queen of Swords, right? The one that cuts stuff out. So it feels to me like it's a kind of a tense week if you're out there. A lot of people could be triggered. You could be triggered. And it's because it's a healing week. I mean, it's all over these cards. It's a very healing week. And so it's good to take that time out to heal yourself this week, rather than being in the fray, because you don't want to like accumulate more karma, right? What's going on is showing you where your triggers are, what needs healing, where your wounds are, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's actually a bridge. The last card out is the bridge, and so this is a bridging week. This is a week where a lot of clarity can come if you're just paying attention. Like, there's pay attention written all over this as well. So behind this we've got perception, right? And so the Queen of Swords is the one that cuts stuff out. She's the one that says no. She's the one that has really strong boundaries, the one that's like, not on my watch, you know? No, you're not doing that to me, you're not treating me like that. She's very strong, the Queen of Voices. And I feel like if you're out there, if you're not hermiting away, you could create more karma for yourself, yeah? Your reactions would be this. It would be the Queen of Voices here. It would be that Queen of Swords. And so yeah, hermit. It's good advice. Hermit away. Do the inner work this week. Work on yourself. I feel like you still have to get out there a little bit, you know, and those triggers will be there. You will be shown. Even if you're hermiting away, you will be shown what needs to be healed, because it's been coming up for us, right? Already, before this week starts, it's been coming up for us. So perception is behind this, right? Perception tells me that this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Voices, those reactions, yeah, healthy boundaries are great, you know, but what I'm getting from that, it's more the triggered reactions that might happen this week, and that's about perception. And so the way you perceive and get, because you've got a wound, because you've got something unhealed, is what is causing that Queen of Swords reaction. Yeah, there's the Queen of Swords, which has healthy boundaries, that knows when to pull her sword out, and you know, but she's like the Empress. She knows when to be the Queen of Cups too. Like, she's not always in the Queen of Swords energy. And then you've got like the negative expression of the Queen of Swords, where she's a bitch, like really a bitch queen, and she's reacting, you know, reacting to things and being really hard and closed and stuff like that. And so it's all about perception. The way that you're perceiving something because of a wound this week is bringing out that Queen of Swords in you. It's bringing out the bitch in you, whether you're a man or a woman. And so, yeah, hermit is the best advice there. And why? Look what we've got here. We've got the Tower moments. The things come crashing down for a lot of people, I'm hearing. And personally, something comes crashing down because of the Ten of Emotions. It's because we've asked for this. We've asked for emotional fulfillment. We've asked for what we've wanted, what we really want, like emotional fulfillment, the one, that relationship, the committed relationship, or yeah, whatever's going to fulfill you emotionally that you've asked for. The universe is turning around now and saying, okay, you can have it, but you're going to have to change who you are. I mean, if you carry on being who you are and doing what you did, then you're going to get what you always got, right? But you've been asking for more than that. You want the Ten of Emotions now. So something has to come crashing down. Something has to come crashing down because you need to see where your triggers are. You need to see what's unhealed. And so this is like a massive Tower moment for a lot of people. Dare I say everybody this week. So to show us what is being triggered, to show why those wounds are. For example, and it came up in Psychic Cafe today for the full moon energies, that full moon in Aries that we just had. And we're still in the energies of it now when I'm publishing this video as well. The orphan, you know, when we're being abandoned, we've got that abandonment issue in there. If we've not healed that, from the original abandonment, probably family stuff, then we're likely to be a runner. We're likely to avoid confrontation. We're likely to avoid talking about things. We're likely to run away. we're likely to attract people like that as well that will run from us too. And so if that kind of stuff is going on, pay attention to that. But it could be other triggers too. It could be. Hopefully when I go into each star sign, you might get more of a handle on what that is for you. So yeah, I don't know, just with this stuff that's coming up, I said check all your different signs and stuff, even more so now, just because I see what's happening. It's such a healing week. Like anyway, let me carry on. It's a teaching moment. You've got teaching behind this. The Tower is teaching you about yourself. You're getting to know yourself and what needs healing, so that you can have the 10 of emotions. That's the thing. It's so that you can have that 10 of cups, so that you can have what you asked for. Something has got to change within you. I'm feeling, because I've done the daily reads already for this week, so I know what's coming. I have a feeling, and it's been coming up over and over again, and I was never a reader that said this before, but the energies are around now, that this is a twin flame week. Well, time, not just week. This is a time when twin flames are coming together, because it keeps on coming up in my readings. And as I said, I never used to get that. Like, I never used to talk about them. But I've got a feeling that this is what is happening. And this teaching moment is, so it could be a twin flame that's triggering you. It could be other people too. The universe knows best how to trigger us. Yeah, and that's why it brings us these Tower moments. It knows how to throw us in it, to show us. And it knows how to do it in a spectacular fashion, so that we really notice. So we really notice what it is, So we can't ignore it. So that we really learn about ourselves and what is unhealed. And so it could be a twin flame that's triggering you. That Tower moment could be with a twin flame. And it could be that you've both got similar wounds. This is what I've been getting in my readings with the twin flame thing, is that when you hear there's a lot of runners, that there's runners and chasers and stuff like that, what I've been told by my guides is that no, it's not. It's a runner, runner, runner. Like my guides keep on saying, there's always win-win relationships or lose-lose relationships. There's never win-lose relationships. That's impossible. It contravenes the laws of the universe. If somebody's winning, they both are winning. If you think it's a win-lose situation, then the one that you think is winning isn't actually winning. They are being disempowered. Well, likewise, you can't have a runner and a chaser. What's actually happening is both are running. We're just not perceiving how the one that's chasing is running. It's either a runner-runner situation or a chaser-chaser situation. Not really chaser-chaser situation. It's really a runner-runner situation is what I've been told. And so it could be that if you think that your twin flame is the runner, that this week you get shown how you're the runner or the avoider. Yeah, the runner can be the avoider too. So it's a teaching moment. This is a gift for sure. An Ace of Pentacles is coming in. So wherever you are on this healing journey that you're being shown this week, it could be that you've done a lot of this work already and you're just putting the finishing touches to it. It is a bridge week, bridging from one place to the other. It could be a bridging week for the twin flames. I've done the daily reads. I know what's coming here. So there could be like an offer coming in. It could be an offer of a relationship or an offer of commitment. It could be an offer of an opportunity, like a business opportunity. It just depends what your 10 of emotions is that you've asked for. Whatever that emotional fulfillment is that you've asked for, it doesn't have to be a relationship, It just depends what stage you're at in your life. We go through these different stages, right? But the wheel is here, and so it is. The wheel is turning, so your life is changing. It's time to step it up now. It's time to step into that 10 of emotions that you wanted. It requires change. So something is coming in this week, like an offer from it, if you're doing the healing work. If you're honoring your energy, that's behind this as well. Honoring your energy. So if you're putting yourself first, and if you're taking responsibility, honoring your energy, it's like, I did this. How did I do this? It's not all them running, especially when we're talking about twin flames. It's not all them. I've got a part in this. What is my part in this? What is my trigger? How is it that I'm doing this? There's mirror reflections going on here. The wheels turn, so there is a change in the air. There's a possibility for change, let's put it that way, if we do the healing work. If we don't do the healing work, nothing's going to change. If we don't do that inner work, nothing's going to change. We're just going to carry on as before. So we've got to honor our energy and do that work, so that this turning of the wheel, this change that's being hoisted upon us, is going to be a change for the better. It's going to be a lucky change. Yeah? That's what the wheel says. It's not always a lucky change, is it? I mean, we are generally on an upward spiral if we're doing the work. If you're watching me and other people like me, then you're probably doing the work. Unless you just find it really entertaining and then you don't do anything about it. Honor your energy. Take responsibility for things this week, because this wheel could be in your favor if you do that. You could be getting what you want. And so this Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Emotions. The Tower is leading you to that. It's a bridge to it. It's a bridge to what you've wanted. And so it could come in today if you've been doing the work. Now, in our love lives, I've just got one out for the love life this time because it is for all signs. I'm going to get one out for each sign as well to be more specific for each star signs. Watch this later. Pay attention to the red flags. People's red flags. Your red flags as well. Pay attention to your red flags. Another thing I've been getting from my guys lately is that just because something's not for us, or just because someone's not on the same page as us, or has the same idea as us, has the same perception as us, doesn't mean that they're toxic. It's been bandied around a lot. This person's toxic, that person's toxic. There's not that many toxic traits, really. There are toxic traits and there are toxic people for you. They're not toxic for everyone. But it's overused, you know? It is overused. And so just be careful of that with this. I'm not saying that you're toxic, but you could have toxic traits too, and we all do. There's toxic traits, but not everything is toxic. And so, but there are red flags, and it doesn't mean that that person is a red flag or is toxic. Just be careful of that. Our egos want to protect us, and our egos come up with stuff like that. The blame game, the judgments, yeah? Don't judge. You see the red flags, yes. But don't judge. The red flags aren't the person. They're just wearing their red flags right now. And maybe you're wearing red flags right now. And that's what this week seems to be about, is noticing your red flags and healing those red flags. It's like a week of waking up to ourselves. Like the universe saying, dear ones, you want what you want. You've asked for this 10 of Emotions. Look at it. Look at all this darkness, and then see this right in the middle of the reading. Look how bright it is. You've asked for this, says the universe. Right, you can have it. Yes, you can have it. I'm going to have to show you what you're doing now that's preventing you from having it. It's like my biggest block readings. So paying attention to our red flags is what we're doing. We're befriending pain. Ew. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. It's a healing week. And it comes from discomfort, it comes from challenge, it comes from conflict, it comes from discomfort. Don't run from it. Don't run from it this week. Sure, hermit away, do that inner work, but don't hide from the discomfort and the pain, because you need to see it. This is the week to see it and to feel it and go, oh, that's what I'm doing to myself. It's kind of confronting week with the energies. No more hiding. No more pretending it's everyone else that's toxic and has got a problem. We've all got to own it. We've got an opportunity here. We've got an opportunity to learn about ourselves and to clear something up and to heal something and to stop a pattern. So it could be after this week you will be handling situations very differently than you've done your whole life. Your whole life. We've got an opportunity to change things so that we can have that 10 of Emotions that we've been asking for. So that we can have inner peace, feel good about ourselves, or just accept ourselves. We don't have to feel good about ourselves. We can just accept ourselves. Yeah, you can have a trigger and a pain. You can have this thing. You can have it like, oh, I've got an orphan wound. I know that it's there now. I feel it there now. I don't know how to heal it. I don't know how to let it go, but I know that it's there and I'm okay with it being there. I accept that it's there now. Then you could maybe Communicate that wound to somebody instead of running from them or instead of pushing them away. Yeah, and inner peace about it and acceptance about it. Forgiveness as well is key to it. Forgiveness, especially if we're talking about twin flame relationships here as well, because you're not going to be able to get away from them. They're going to come back around again and again and again to poke that wound. I just saw 2222. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving your twin flame, forgiving exes, forgiving family for causing these pains in the first place. Remember, when family caused the pain in the first place, they had the pain themselves. So how far back does it go? Your mum, their mum, the mum, their mum, you know, it just goes down that line. But does it end with you or does it carry on with you? That's what we're finding out now. So it's a change in focus. And what I'm getting from that focus card, it's a change in focus. It's a change in how you see yourself. Like healing can be just acceptance, it can. So I've got this wound. So I'm going to communicate this wound to my twin flame instead of running or instead of pushing them and then calling them a runner, instead of calling them toxic. It's a refocus on ourselves of how we see ourselves. Learning about ourselves this week in a big way. Okay, we've also got this. A never-ending story, something that's been in your life, your whole life. Childhood wound. That's what I'm getting for this week. We're healing childhood wounds, so it's a never-ending story. It's probably been causing most of your problems in your life. This never-ending story. Mending, we're mending it. We've got the chance to mend it this week. Of course, we can always duck out of that chance. We can always run away from it. We can hide from it. We can not do the healing work. We can, drink or take drugs or do whatever it is that we do to numb out and not feel it so that we don't have to face it, and we can carry on calling them toxic. We can carry on the same as we were. But remember, you've asked for the 10 of emotions and you can have it, but you've got to do this work to mend it. And then abundance comes from that. As I said, like this never-ending story, this thing that needs to be healed, it's probably affecting everything in your life. It's holding everything away from you. That 10 of emotions, it can be relationship, it can be location, it can be like abundance, it can be money, it can be everything. Because it's security, it's like emotional security, it's just everything. And so the Treasure Island here is saying, like, you're really going to unleash everything. It's like week to release your blocks for sure, so you can have that Treasure Island, so that you can have the 10 of emotions. We've got Dahlia here, dignity. Oh yeah, so we can hold our head up with pride and know that we are allowing in whatever it is that we want now. How frustrating is it, hey, when you know about the law of attraction and then you ask for things and then they don't come because you don't allow them in. You're like, how am I not allowing it in? Because we've got these deep wounds and our ego is so tricky. It tries to protect us from even confronting it. And so we have these ways around it so that we feel safe. We run, we hide, we project onto others instead of facing what it is that we need to heal and healing it. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Confucius. Dahlia. Dignity. Yeah, so watch out for the tricky ego this week. We've got a bridging week this week. It's a bridge. It's an opportunity to get from one kind of a life to the other kind of life that we want, that we've asked for. And look, what is it a bridge over? It's a bridge over water. The emotions. It's an emotional bridge. It's about the emotional work and emotional healing. It's what it's all about this week. Patterns, triggers, all of that stuff. Right, so that's for all signs. Let's get into it for each sign. Let's start with Aries. Aries, so what shall I do? I'm going to get some clarifiers out, okay, for Aries. That's what I'm going to do. Aries, what's this Hermit and Queen of Voices about for Aries? Right, it's about waiting. Communication, coming and appreciating yourself. So Aries, you guys, you're waiting. You're in the waiting game at the moment. You're having to sit tight and wait for stuff. I feel like you've done a fair bit of healing work, Aries, lately. And so you've taken a step back from a situation is what I'm getting, Aries. And as you're sitting and waiting, it's like there's not that much work to do, but there is some work to do, Aries. But that's where you're at. You're waiting for communication to come in. What is the Tower moment for you in this Ten of Emotions, Aries? Let's find out. Right. An enforced rest. So the Tower moment, it could be about your work, or it could be about relationship to a break in a relationship. So your Tower moment is time out from something, a rest, and a rest from the past. So it's like the bridge. An old life ends. There's a forced Tower moment. Something stops, like you can't work anymore. There's a break from your work, or the relationship busts up for some reason and you're on a break at the moment. That's why you're waiting, right? So you're being given this break so that you can detach from the past to create a new beginning. You know, it's always best to have a break between things so that we can change. What's the Ace of Pentacles for you, Aries? Oh, it's healing for you. Wow. Overwhelming and staying safe. So you have a trigger going on. Your Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It's a healing gift for you this week. This is what you need to change to get into that positive wheel of fortune. The lucky streak is to feel this overwhelm that you feel about your safety. You are safe, but you don't feel safe. Your ego is telling you that you're not safe. And so there's something in your childhood there. Probably in your childhood, it could be in later life, but generally, everyone, it's from the childhood, and it's something that's repeating, that never-ending story. It makes you feel overwhelmed because you don't feel safe, and that's what you need to feel now. You need to feel unsafe. You need to admit to yourself that you don't feel safe. It's going to feel very vulnerable when you feel that. It's going to feel overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming. But remember, we've got a bridge to this new life going on, Aries. You've got to feel it to heal it. Let's get you a relationship card out, Aries. What's going on for Aries in their love life this week? This energy update, let's say that. Very soon you've got, so this thing that you're waiting for, this communication that you're waiting for. So for a lot of you, Aries, it's a relationship breakup or time out from that relationship. Could be the twin flame thing. You're waiting for them. You're waiting for them to come in, to communicate with you. As I said, you've done a lot of healing work. That's what I'm picking up on, Aries. You've done a lot of healing work, and so you're mostly sitting tight, but there's this safety issue to deal with that's going on now. So that's you, Aries. Taurus, what about you? Let's just move these cards now that I know what I'm doing. Taurus, what about you? What's going on for Taurus? I'm Taurus too, sun sign. What's going on for us? What's this Hermit about for Taurus? Okay. Have a good time in healing. This is about responsibility. Taurus, we are very grounded and we take responsibility for things. Very earthy, right? We're very grounded. And so we've got that taking responsibility, or, you know, just being on top of stuff. And so I'm getting, like, it's a healing week, yeah, but it's a healing to relieve yourself of responsibility. Maybe you've thrown something. Thrown a spanner into the works. Maybe like a relationship has broken up, or you've caused conflict in some kind of way. Conflict has arisen in your recent past, in the last few days. I'm talking about all this week, and that allows you to take a step back in a kind of amused way, like you're good, you're feeling good, and you're healing that side of yourself, to not take responsibility and too much, and so that you have a bad time, not shouldering other people's shit, really. So this is kind of setting yourself free from being the one that takes on other people's burdens. That's what it is. Just because you're the grounded one doesn't mean you need to take on other people's burdens. And so that's what this Hermit is about. It's not doing that. So you've taken a step back. You're taking a step back this week, Taurus, and having a better time of it by yourself, because you're not getting involved in other people's shit and taking that responsibility on. What's the Tower? The Tower is in your friendships and doubting. Okay, so for some of you, Taurus, this could be about abundance. This could be maybe you've lent money to friends, or you've borrowed money from friends, or you've gone into business with friends. There's some kind of money thing going on that's blown up, and you're having to confront that now, or you recently confronted that, and then you take a step back and you have a good time by yourself. So it's a friendship. So that's for some, is the abundance thing. For some other people, other Taurus, this is about deciding who your friends are and who they aren't, and about it's like deciding or doubting your intuition about people. The red flags, that's what it's about. You've seen red flags in friends, but you stayed there anyway. You're shouldering the burdens again. Stop it, Taurus. But you doubted your intuition on it, and then it backfired, didn't it? And you got conflict from it, from these friends. They're not really friends. And you're realizing that now. That's what the Tower moment is for Taurus. It's about getting rid of the people that are bringing you down, that are taking your energy, that are taking your focus. The Ace of Pentacles, what is that for Taurus? Yeah, got to stop being the strong one, Taurus. Taking on other people's burdens. It's the same thing. It's all the same message for Taurus this time. You've been taking on other people's burdens, shouldering that. Being the strong and courageous one you don't have to be. You're not going to get what you want. 10 of Emotions requires you to be open and vulnerable and be loved. You can't do that when you're the strong one all the time. You have to let someone else be the strong one. That's what the thought is. Taurus, you don't have to be the strong one just because you can be. It's preventing you from receiving the emotional fulfillment that you want. You want to be loved too. You don't have to be the only one that loves, Taurus. Let's get a relationship card out for you. What's going on in Taurus's love life this week, apart from paying attention to the red flags and trusting your intuition on the red flags? Don't forget that, Taurus. Song in my head. This could be the one. Taurus, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So maybe some of you Tauruses have met that one, the twin flame maybe, and are on a break at the moment. I'm just getting a lot of breaks at the moment from all of this. But there could be something going on this week with your one coming back in, reconciliation, that kind of thing. This could be the one. And so for a lot of you Tauruses, yes, of course, yes, the astrology is right for that. For Taurus, it's all about love at the moment and relationships. So this could be the one. There's something going on with your soulmate, with your twin flame this week. They're going to be coming in, or there's going to be some contact, stuff like that this week. Right, who's next? Gemini. Gemini. What's this Hermit about for Gemini? Oh, interesting. It's about your creativity. So what I'm getting for Gemini is some kind of control issues going on. Maybe somebody controlling your work or controlling your creativity in some kind of way, hindering you, putting kind of restrictions on you, and you breaking free from that. Accepting what is, that you can't flourish and be creative with those restrictions in place. And so your Hermit is taking a step back from that. It's like stopping the battle. You're battling them before, and then you realize, oh, hang on a minute. They've got the power. They're in control. They're trying to control me. This is a battle not worth fighting. I need to back away from this. I feel like you've got a temporary back away from this situation, and you'll be pondering whether to change it completely to set yourself free. So it's more of an acceptance this week, so that you can make a new decision. And it's about your work and your creativity, really. What's this Tower moment for Geminis? See how different it is for each sign. Right, acceptance again. You've got to accept what is again. So the Tower moment is, some people aren't good people, Gemini. Some people don't have good hearts because they're so damaged. They don't. And this is like an acceptance of that. It's like an acceptance that someone didn't love you and weren't acting lovingly towards you, loving you as best as they can. But as I said, they're so damaged that they can't. The warmth card is about open-heartedness or not. It's about being loving or not. And so this is like accepting. It's like, yeah, I feel like many of you maybe have gone through a breakup, like they just don't love me, they're not acting in loving ways. You know, love is a feeling, yes it is, but it's not just that. When we love someone, we don't just feel love for them, that's not it. We do stuff for them, we build with them, we invest in them, we do stuff, yeah? It's an act. Loving somebody is an act. And I feel like maybe you weren't realizing that. This could be about friendships for you, Gemini, as well. It could be accepting that some people just aren't good for you. Some people aren't loving you. Some people aren't opening your heart. They're closing your heart down. They're causing you to be queen of voices, having to put boundaries up all the time. That gets so tiring. Gemini, you deserve to be around people that you love you. And this is what's happening for you. You're emotionally opening up because you've asked for the 10 of emotions. What's the Ace of Pentacles for you, Gemini? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune is changing for you. You've got detachment and guidance. Right, so you have had guidance in the past, maybe from someone like me or a reader, but you've had guidance in the past that you need to detach from now because the wheel is changing. An old journey that you're on, an old part of your life is ending now. As I said, if you want something different, if you want that 10 of emotions, you've got to do things differently. You are doing things differently because Gemini, you're the thinker. Now you're being opened up emotionally. But there's some guidance that you've had that you need to detach from now. Some guidance from the past. That guidance was good for you in the past, but now you're changing. You need to let go of that guidance and do things differently. So maybe you had like a spiritual teacher, or there's something like that, someone you've been following. Could even be me. If you've been following me for years, Gemini, and you're like, okay, I'm moving on now, I'm up leveling. A new teacher, detach from that guidance so that the Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor. What's going on in your love life, Gemini? Let's have a look. Ooh, that was a jumper. Did you see that? Passion. Wow. Gemini's got passion. Ooh. And I feel like this is your love life, but it's your self-love. Self-love life doesn't sound right, does it? Self-love. Just because you've got this creativity going on, it's like it's time to honor and love yourself and like be passionate and set yourself free, especially if your creativity has been squished by this controlling person. And your love, you know, you've not been loved, you realize you've not been loved properly by people. It's like suddenly you've got this passion for yourself. It's like, yes, I want what I want. But this Ace of Pentacles, this coming in, I mean, it says detach from your guidance from that, so the Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor, but it could be that like a passionate romance starts up or comes back for you, for someone that does love you, that does actually love you, especially if you're doing this healing work that I talked about in the general part of it for all signs. Cancer, what about you, Cancer? What's this Hermit about in the Queen of Voices for Cancer? Let's see. Ooh. Right, so you've taken a step back, probably in work, and it's so that you can make some changes, so that you can get some clarity on just how much you're worth, and actually believe in that. It could be, Cancer, that you've been asking for a raise, that you've been asking for more money from the universe and maybe from a boss too, but you haven't been getting that. And then you take a break. Maybe you're sick, or maybe you're taking a holiday. And in that time out, you get to, this week, you've got the chance to realize your worth. Instead of just keep on asking someone else to value, you realize it yourself and you feel it yourself, and then you believe in that so that you can have the abundance. What's this Tower moment? So yeah, what for Cancer? What was the Tower moment? It's not telling me. It's a job thing. It must be a job thing. It's connected to abundance, so it's about your work. So Cancer, you've got refocus on one step at a time here. This is more like making changes methodically, following a plan, and refocusing yourself. I don't know, it just feels to me, Cancer, like you were trying to take the easy way out. What's the easy way out when we're talking about valuing ourselves and our work? It's trying to get someone else to value us, you know, just oh, I'll just stay in this job, I'll continue doing what I'm doing, I just need my boss to pay me more. That's the easy way out. That's not growth, right? Growth is quitting the job and then putting yourself out there. It's, you know, quitting your job and starting your own business. That's growth in you. So something has to change in what you've been doing, and I think that's what you're being forced into. So to value yourself first, taking this break out so that you can value yourself and believe in yourself, and then do something completely new. But it's got to be methodical. That's where you're at the moment. Methodical changes, putting a plan in place and then following that step by step, slowly. What's the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel about? Including yourself, being firmer in that. You deserve much more. You've been asking for much more, and then it's like universe, your higher self saying, okay, yep, you can have more. You can have more, Cancer. But you're going to have to change the way that you're looking at things. You're going to have to change your energy toward this. You're going to have to really value yourself now. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to be firm in that, in yourself, what you want, and then include yourself in that. So you're going to have to do it. It's been one of the biggest lessons in my life, that personally, is yes, there's the law of attraction. Yes, we can ask the universe for it, but it all falls on our shoulders in the end. It's us that's got to do it in the end. And then it's once you do it, you turn around, you look back and you go, oh, I had to do it all along. It was me that had to do it. I wasn't just going to receive it from the universe. I had to do it. I had to do the work. And that's very empowering. Of course we want to do that, because then you feel better about yourself and it's all about you. It's all about you, Cancer. What about your love life? So you do have good things coming, but you've got to do it, Cancer. You got to stand up and do it. Your love life, wedding, you've got commitment coming in. Wow. So I'm not picking up on a lot of relationships for you, Cancer. I mean, relationship trouble. I mean, you're probably in a relationship. I guess the majority of your Cancers watching this, you'll be in a relationship already. But it's taking it to the next level, that commitment coming in. For you single Cancers, there is a relationship coming in that wants commitment, or it's like someone asking you to go steady. It's someone asking to move in. Do you want to move in? Someone maybe getting engaged, wedding. It's the next level of commitment. It's what I'm getting from that. So you've got good things happening in your love life. Who's next? Leo. Leo, what about you? What's this Hermit and the Queen of Voices about for you? Ooh. Mirror, reflection, and brilliant. Right. You're taking a break from somebody. Oh no, it doesn't have to be somebody. I just heard. This mirror reflection, I was thinking it was somebody. It could be. It could be like somebody has come into your life. I just saw the 4444 then. Somebody's come into your life, it could be recently, that isn't your mirror reflection, your twin flame, and they're showing you you're brilliant. So they're shining and you're shining too. And there's a break from that for some reason. Maybe they've got to go off working, being brilliant. That's for some of you. Leo, it's like they're showing you your own brilliance. They're raising up your star qualities by showing it to you, being a mirror reflection to you. But there's a break from that. For some of you, it's not about someone else. It's about this mirror reflection. It's about the abundance coming back to you based on your shining. This is like a week where you're asked to step up and shine more brightly and put yourself out there. You're getting ready for that anyway. So the break, the Hermit thing, stepping back, is showing you the changes. It's allowing you to realize the changes that you need to make within yourself so that you can shine more brightly, Leo. Wow. The Tower, what's the Tower for you? Yeah, it's all about your growth and taking risks, putting yourself out there more. That's what it is. And so you need to realize your worth, your abilities, your star qualities, just how great you are, so that you put yourself in the right place now, put yourself in the right location with the right people. Take that risk to grow, to put yourself in that beyond your comfort zone place with the people that kind of scare you a little bit, quite frankly. That's what your Tower is. So it could be that you're kicked out of, it could be that everyone's turned on you, Leo. Everyone's turned on you because they're not at your level. You know, like if you're a total genius and then you went to work at McDonald's, do you think that they would all be your best friends? They wouldn't be. They would hate you. They would hate you and try and push you out because you'd make them feel horrible about themselves because you're not at their level. You've been pitching yourself too low, Leo. You've been putting yourself in places where you shouldn't be. You shine brighter than that. So something has come in to reflect that, and you've been kicked out. The Tower is you being kicked out of where you shouldn't have been in the first place, because it's beneath you, Leo. Ace of Pentacles on the wheel. What's this about, Leo? Yes, see? This the 10 of emotions that you've asked for, it's about your success. You've asked for your success, you are heard, right? And you're being led to it now. This week is showing you the changes that need to be made so that you can shine brightly, so that you can get what you want. What about your love life, Leo? Let's see. Leo's love life. Chemistry. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. What I'm picking up from this is, if you get to the stage this week where you are ready to put yourself in the right place, with the right people, out of your comfort zones, this is going to happen. So some of you, Leos, you could have already been doing this work. So you just put the finishing touches on it. So this Ace of Pentacles come in, and this is what it is. It's like chemistry with the people that, suddenly you go from that McDonald's job to being around geniuses, and one of them, you're like, boom. Yeah, baby, that kind of thing. For some of you, Leos, as well, I'm hearing this is about a twin flame situation where there is a separation going on at the moment, because quite frankly, you just haven't been shining and you haven't been putting yourself where you're at. You could have met them and they're like, but my Leo's not shining. My twin's not shining. They're kind of disappointing me. Your twin at the moment might feel like you're not good enough for them, and maybe you've been feeling that too, but it's just because you're not where you're at. You're not putting yourself where you're at. Anyway, enough of that. I've said it the same thing over and over, haven't I? Who's next? Virgo's next. Virgo, what about you? What's this Hermit about for our Virgos? Hey, time alone, get what I want. Yes, you're having a time out from a relationship so that you can get what you want. Could be a job too, but I'm getting it as relationship, Virgos. So that you can get what you want. You've asked for what you want. You've a ton of emotions with this person probably, and you're taking a break, a time out, because you want what you want and they want what they want, and there's a bit of a clash going on, is what I'm hearing. So your Queen of Voices, it's like, I want this, I want this. You want the same thing. You want the same thing, is what I was just told there. So why the battle, Virgo? Why are you battling them? You both want the same thing. Why is it? Why? It's like you're both trying to win, but you both want the same thing. So you both will win. Back to what I said before, win-win situations. It's a win-win situation. The Tower and the 10 of Emotions, what's that about? Virgo! Dove and play. You both want the same thing. So you're in separation at the moment, but you both love each other and you both want the same thing, and it's joyful. It's a twin flame. Virgo, you've met your twin flame, but you're away from them at the moment. Why the hell? You must have something else going on. The Tower moment for you is to help you realize that this is what you want, and it's what you wanted all along, and just wake up to it. This is confirmation, Virgo. I'm interested to see what your love card is. What's this Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel about? Oh yeah. Flowing and follow your passion. I feel like this relationship is coming back in. Maybe you need to approach them once you've realized that they are who you want. Let that flow. Follow your passion. Say yes to it. Don't be scared of it. Virgo, what's going on in your love life? I can just imagine the card that's going to come out now. But let's not say it. Let's see what actually comes out for Virgo. Virgo, it's like you've done the work already. Oh, no. It's different, you see. No, you haven't done all the work already, because look. Finances and career. Aha, okay. This is why you're taking a break from them. It's because you don't feel good enough for them, because you've got something going on with your finances and career. So the Tower moment isn't in your finances and career, it's in the relationship. But it's because you're feeling insecure because of your finances and career, right? So that's what you need to work on this week, is getting that up. How can you get that back? It's tricky, isn't it? Because if you're holding the relationship away, you're holding that love away, it's closing you down. Hard to get abundance when you close down, Virgo. it might be that you need to do what it said, follow your passion, bring them back in, and then figure this out. If they love you, they'll stand by your side while you're figuring that out. You don't have to hold back just because of that. Don't judge yourself about that. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You're letting it be. You don't need to. Okay, who is next? Libra. Libra, what about you? What's this Hermit and Queen of Voices about for Libra? Okay, it's like 5 of Cups. You're leaving yourself out in the cold. You feel like you're not included. Okay, so the Hermit may be somebody that's taking a break from you, from a relationship. You're not included anymore. You've been left out in the cold. And it's because you're not choosing to change. Okay, so this could be a relationship, Libra, and they just want a break from you. They want time apart from you, or they've dumped you because they're trying to change you, and that's not a good thing in a relationship, is it? But this is a change that you should have chosen anyway. This person is seeing you clearly. They're a mirror, not a mirror. They're like a window of an awareness for you. It could be your twin flame, and they're showing you, they're telling you, I need this to change. I need this to change. You're not including it. It's like you're taking it as a criticism, and it kind of is a criticism, but it's something that you should have chosen to change yourself anyway. You know? So that's why you're having this time out, because you need to actually include yourself. Choose those changes yourself. You can step in. Don't be stubborn. You can step into that. I mean, it'll be good for you. Yeah. What's the Tower and the Ten of Emotions for Libra? Be firmer and listen. Listen to them. Don't be so stubborn saying, but, you know, it is who I am. It's not who you are. Whatever this is I'm talking about, I have no idea what it is. But whatever this person has said to you, your twin flame, this person that you're having a break from now, or you broke up with, the way that they're trying to change you is something that you should listen to. Something that you should have chosen yourself. You need to listen to it, be firmer in that, make that change. Don't be so stubborn. Ace of Pentacles on the wheel. Totally getting called out, Libra, aren't you? Yes! Is this thought useful criticism? It's not criticism. It kind of is criticism. They're just pointing something out that needs to change, you know? Like, say, if your partner came into your life and they were really unhealthy, maybe they got an addiction or something like that, and what would be the loving thing for them to do is say, Libra, I think you need to drink less, or stop taking drugs, or I think you need to like change your diet and lose some weight because you're really unhealthy. That's the loving thing to do. It's not criticism. Yes, it kind of is criticism, but it's not. It's the loving thing to do. It's something you should have chosen anyway. And it's like, oh, that person's toxic. I'm getting away from them because they judged me. They criticized me on that. No, it's something that needed to be said. So don't put it on them. What's going on in your love life? Libra. Unrequited love. Yeah, there's a rift right now because of this. You probably feel like they don't love you, and they do. What they're telling you is a loving thing, and it feels like criticism to you, but it's a loving thing. So you've got this unrequited love because you don't think they'll love you. What did I say before? Love isn't a feeling. It's what you do for another person. When someone loves you, they try and build you up, and sometimes that requires telling you some truths. Libra, be open to that. So they do love you. They do. Who's next? Scorpio. Is that right? Scorpio. I hope I don't miss any out. I'm just going off like my memory of the star signs. Anyway, Scorpio. What is this Hermit and the Queen of Voices about? Trusting yourself, being okay. Yeah, whatever you've pulled away from. It's going to be different for all of you Scorpios, because it's not solid, but it's about trusting yourself, taking a break so that you can trust yourself again. So it could have been moving away from somebody. taking a step back from someone who's kind of controlling, tells you how to think, that kind of thing, so that you can trust yourself again. Someone's a little bit overbearing, someone that does a lot of planning, it could be like that. Could be taking a step back from a job or work or business so that you can trust yourself with changes, that kind of thing, being okay about where you're at the moment, and changes too. What's the Tower about for Scorpio? Oh, a breakdown in communication so that you can communicate what you really need to communicate instead. So mundane everyday conversation, communication, there's been a breakdown in that, there's been a blow up in that, so that you take a break, so that you come back and actually communicate what you needed to communicate, that thing that you weren't saying, the conflict. It's like coming back in with conflict. When you get back into this relationship or this job, there's going to be conflict because that's what you need to communicate and you need to go for it. So the Tower moment had to happen because you were kind of getting complacent and not addressing what needed to be addressed. Yeah, that's why things happen. We've all been in relationships, haven't we, where something is blown up and we're glad that it's blown up because then it got us to say what we really needed to say. That's where you're at right now, Scorpio. You're being triggered into it. Ace of Pentacles for you. Oh yeah, understanding. It's a very deep week for you. You're like that, Scorpio. It's deep for you because you really understand where you're at and why it's all happening, and perceiving the perceiver. You're looking at yourself and understanding yourself. That's the Ace of Pentacles. That's the gift this week for you, Scorpio, is to really understand yourself. It could be like a major aha for you. What about your love life? Wow, that was quick. Give your relationship a chance. Get out of your own way. Get out of the relationship's way. That's what I'm getting from this. Hang on. Just need to check that. Trusting yourself, right. Trusting yourself. That's what I'm getting, Scorpio. You got to trust yourself, and you've got to get out of your own way and get out of the relationship's way. Give it a chance. Give it room to breathe. Stifling it. You're stifling it. Give it room to breathe. So it's like the work on your partnership that needs to be done to give your relationship a chance is to go easier on it and take a step back from it. That's what I'm getting from that. That's you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, what about you? What's this Hermit about for Saggies? Oh yeah, big move. It's like, oh, get out of there. It's a get out of there thing. It's maybe you're giving yourself a break. When I broke up with my husband, I told everyone. I was such a wimp. I told everyone, oh, we're just taking a break. I knew that we weren't. But I feel like that's your energy, Sagittarius. You're just taking a break. Oh, no, you're not. You're not going back. You're moving away. You're clearing it out. Yes, you've taken a step back, but I feel it's to avoid that confrontation. What's the Tower moment? Oh, really? Wow. Overwhelming jealousy. So not a good relationship at all. Or it could be work even. Yeah, you're right to get out of there. You are right to get out of there, Sagittarius. But then you need to take a look at something, don't you? Because why? Overwhelming jealousy, working with people that are jealous. Like, why are you in the wrong place there? Why have you put yourself in that wrong relationship? It's something about communication, right? And you initiating that. There's a lot about communication here for you, Sagittarius. It's all about communication, what you have communicated, what you haven't communicated, what you've avoided communicating. You've got to take the initiative now, even if it's conflict, to say what you need to say. All about communication. You've not been communicating yourself enough. What about your love life? Yeah, retreat. So that's what I was getting, is for a lot of you, it's your love life. It's like, get away from them. Well, we're just on a break. It's like, I'm never coming back. Retreat, disconnect. The Hermit, really, that's the Hermit energy. Double Hermit for you, Sag. Who's next? Capricorn. Capricorn? Ooh, what's the Hermit about for you? Sabotage. Who am I? Right. You've been in a situation, a job, a relationship that just is not you at all. that's why you're sabotaging it. So I feel like you've been working on your sabotages, trying not to sabotage it. But your sabotages are coming up for a reason, because you should get the hell out of there. It's not for you. Not for you. So instead of trying to, this is like, if you don't like a particular food and it makes you vomit, you don't like it that much, it makes you gag, trying to work on your gag reflex, or trying to go to some therapy, hypnotism or something like that to stop it. It's like, just avoid the food, just don't choose that food anymore. It's not a sabotage, it's feedback. It's feedback. What's the Tower moment? So you thought it was a sabotage, but it's not. You just need to get the hell out of there. Oh yeah, it could be a relationship, it could be a job too. So you feel like you should stick in there. There's some kind of a vow. So you've signed a contract, or you feel owing to the person that you work for, or you're married, or you just think that you should be with this person, like there's a soul contract or something. It makes you feel guilty walking away from them. But you're not sabotaging, like you're getting all of the guidance to get the hell out of there. You're criticizing yourself for it, and you've all this guilt, and you're holding yourself there. Guilt gets people to hold themselves in punishing situations instead of listening to the guidance. Whew. Wow. Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles in the wheel, what's that about? Yes! Respect yourself and give yourself that freedom. Get the hell out of there and stay the hell out of there. Some of you guys need to divorce. Set yourself free from a job and the responsibilities. You don't owe them a thing. You can leave if you want. Do what you want to do. Your life is your own. You don't owe your life to anybody. It's your life. It's your life. Capricorn, what's going on in your love life? Flirt. Move on. Flirt. Have some fun with someone else. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. To others. Move on. Aquarius. What's this Hermit for you, Aquarius? Oh, yay. Nice positive one for Aquarius. New beginning, create. Yeah, you're creating a new beginning. Oh, you've been in Hermit for ages. That's what I just heard. You've been hermiting for ages. So you're like ready. You're ready for the next stage now of your life. You're creating that, a new beginning. You're hermiting away to dream that up. What shall I do next? Oh, I could be this, I could be that, I could do this, I could do that. What's the Tower moment? Relationships. Yeah, I'm getting it's like maybe not like current, because I'm getting your new beginning. Yeah, it could be about relationships, but I'm getting your new beginning. I feel like you've already had the break. That's what I'm getting, is like you've been hermiting for ages. So I don't feel like you've been in a relationship for a while, maybe. But there's this thinking with your vagina, thinking with your dick, instead of making good decisions for yourself based on relationships and people that are going to actually love you and properly. Logical, but not like best relationship on paper kind of thing, but proper love. You're judging yourself based on that. That's the Tower moment, and it could be about past relationships. I think it probably is, like more past than recent, and forgiving yourself for that. You weren't making good decisions for yourself because you hadn't hermited away. It's before that, before the last relationship, that you're judging yourself for because you thought with your dick or your vagina. Quite frankly. So that's what you're doing at the moment. Is your Tower moment is about that. It's like, oh God, how was I so stupid? Ace, wow. What's the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel for you, Aquarius? Could it get any clearer than that? The new opportunity is somewhere else. What you want, oh, I'm getting tingles. This is really important for you. Your 10 of emotions is somewhere else. You're getting the opportunity to go somewhere else now. Travel, it's somewhere else. There's no ambiguity there. Double travel, it's somewhere else. Your Ace of Pentacles, it's leading you somewhere else. So a different relationship, a different location for a lot of you. where your relationship will be or your work will be, or a different job. Like, wow. What about your love life? I feel like your new beginning is somewhere else. For a lot of you, it's a somewhere else thing. You got a new life. Express your love. This one, this tower moment, when you're thinking with your dick or your vagina, whichever one you've got, you didn't do this. You didn't express your love. That's a sign for you. If you're not in a relationship where you want to tell them that you love them, you want to express that love, it's not the right relationship for you. That's a sign for you, Aquarius. Who is it that you want to express your love to? They're your people. They're the kind of people you should be around. There's the clues. It feels like, Aquarius, you're a little bit lost in relationships. That's what it feels like to me. Like, how do I pick them? Shall I pick them with my vagina or my dick? Shall I pick them with my mind? Shall I pick them like with who looks good on paper? Shall I get my family to choose them? Well, you know within yourself you can trust your intuition, but you can't, can you? Because your intuition seems off. So to ask yourself, who is it that I want to express my love to? What kind of person is it when I want to do that? Did I ever want to tell that last person that I was in that I loved them? Or didn't I do that? Or when I was expressing my love, was it really heartfelt, or was I just saying it? Because that's what you should say in a relationship. They're the questions to ask yourself this week while you're hermiting away. Pisces. Finally, Pisces. What's this Hermit, Queen of Voices for you? A willingness to work. Taking a step back from doing anything and everything for money. Be willing to do your work. What is in your heart, what you're good at. The Tower. What is the Tower for you, Pisces? What's this Tower moment? Oh, it's relationships, connections. You want a deeper connection. You want a deeper relationship. So the Tower moment is a relationship that you shouldn't be in, breaking up. Or this could be twin flame as well. It's just superficial. Like, so one of you could be just keeping it too superficial and just be like all about the sex or something like that, not taking it to that deeper level. And you might know, it's like, I can't do this anymore because you're not taking this seriously. You're not going in deep with me. I want a deeper relationship with you. I want a really deeper relationship with this. That's your Tower moment. You want more. Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel. What's that for you, Pisces? Yeah, so you've got to face it. Rest, relax, relief. It's you know, when we're not getting satisfied, when we're not getting the 10 of emotions in a relationship, we've got to do that. We've just got to speak up, haven't we? And it's scary because we don't want to lose that relationship. Really, we want it to change. But it's such a relief when we speak out and we face that situation and speak out. So you've got rest, relax, and relief here. Good job. You spoke out. It's going to change things for sure. If not with this person, someone else is going to come in that can and will do that you want. Bring you that 10 of emotions, Pisces. You deserve it. What about your love life, Pisces? What have you got going on in your love life? Just jumped into the bag. Healing family issues. Yeah. Very healing week for everybody. For you, healing family issues. Probably, if this is your twin as well, or if you think it might be your twin, your twin flame, that we're doing the same as well. So it could be time out to do that, to face that situation. And yeah, they could be scared of going in deep with you because of that. You'll want to go in deep because you're all about the emotions. But you need to heal your family issues as well. Let me just get a bit of clarity on that because it didn't seem that way. What is this? Healing family issues for Pisces. About perfectionism. I wonder if you're with a Virgo. But it's something like that. Could be Capricorn too. Perfectionism. Oh, anyone can have the perfectionism thing, but it's about being okay about that. So I feel like maybe a parent had high standards for you, you know, a conditional love kind of thing. You felt like it was conditional love because of that, and that's what you need to heal. So you're not letting love in, Pisces. You're not allowing yourself to be loved unconditionally. It's probably why you want that relationship to go deeper. You want unconditional love. Chances are you're not unconditionally loving. You might think you are, but you can't. If you're not letting unconditional love in, you're not receiving it either. I mean, you're not giving it out either. So there we go, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you do like it, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? I hope you have an amazing week. I hope it was all an amazing week. And if you do want a private reading with me, come along to behealing.com, my website. I've got that half price reading sale on the biggest block reading. So if any of this is speaking to you and you think you've got blocks in place, want some help releasing those, come along to behealing.com. I would love to read for you. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.